as well as some of our healthcare partners. And you're talking about such a transition from the past to what it is now. Like a medical clinic went into where there was an old strip club. Mm-hmm. So there's been a huge transition into downtown, and that transition has some problems. Obviously, good problems to have, in my opinion, is it needs parking, and we need to build parking garages. That's very important.
So the parking garage would be for? Are you saying people that going to the aquatic center?
Everybody.
Will need? You think they're going to park at City Hall to go to the aquatic center?
Well, when you invest in good public transit, I mean, it's not something that's foreign. Okay. And you go to major cities, sometimes you have to park
here, take a
exactly,
bus,
take a little shuttle or take a bus, and if we have good public transit downtown, it's perfect.
Are you looking for shuttle service or something like that?
I've always been on the record and in support of some sort of streetcar going east, west, north, south, downtown, and across the area. And maybe when we were talking about these electric buses, I said, well, get us a couple of cool electric buses, put some Wi-Fi on them, and shuttle people. I like that idea a lot.
Okay. Yeah. All right, let's talk about the election. Are you going to be running for Ward 10?
Yes.
You are going to be not putting your filing and everything like that?
I'll be filing my papers soon enough and get back to the doors. I've always been knocking on doors over the last 2 years. It's on and off.
You know it's going to be difficult for you.
Of course it's going to be very difficult.
Are you ready for that?
I'm absolutely ready. I'm up for the challenge.
You have thick enough skin. You're
now
a boxer, but...
It's not a matter of having thick enough skin. It's a matter of campaigning and providing the people a substantive choice. There's a lot of candidates in my ward filing. That's great. But put forward a program based on what people need. I'm talking about collector roads, I'm talking about green space, I'm talking about better parks, I'm talking about better city services, fixing roads, making sure that their basements don't flood, answering their phone calls, being there when they need me, and taking on the big issues that they need to be taken on.
Are you okay when you take on the media that's gone against you right now? I mean, you have some friends in the media, shall we say.
Yeah.
But some columnists have gone directly at you. Do you think they have a right to do that? What is your media relations right now?
My media relations are just quite fine. I'm not campaigning to appease certain columnists or pundits. I wrote an op-ed. They came at me very, very hard, which is fine. They can do that. That's what they do. They want to sell newspapers. They want to sell airwaves. They want to sell what they want. That doesn't bother me. I think people are very smart enough to decide on their own. They can see for themselves the facts, the truth, and you can't change the...
But why? I can ask you a question. Why did you write that op-ed?
Because I wanted to get on the record and say what I needed to say. Because I needed unfiltered access to the people, and I'll have that door to door, but I also wanted to get on the record because there's a lot of things being said by certain individuals that are just simply not true. And as much as they want to repeat things, it simply doesn't make them true. The fact of the matter is, there was audits done, there was investigations done, and people want to come to their own conclusions, but both independent bodies ruled and said that there was absolutely no fraud, no intention of fraud, no theft, no wrongdoing. It was breaking the policies, paid everything back, full stop.
But you know there was a problem.
Of course.
I mean, you paid for certain things and things at hotels and all this.
Sure.
You knew that it was wrong.
Right. But it doesn't change the fact that I made full restitution and I've abided by all the follow-up. I took a punishment from City Council, 90-day pay suspension that was far beyond the Integrity Commissioner's recommendations. I fully accept that. That's fine. I've paid my price. I'm moving on. I'm going back door to door. I'm going back to the people and dealing with the issues that need to be dealt with. What matters working families the most in my ward. What is most important to voters? That's what I'm focusing on. And part of that, you asked me what part of that op-ed was for. That was for because 2 years of media assault on me, not focusing on the real issues, which were the things that we were talking about, which was the road rehab, which was city services, which was getting parks done, getting trails done, dealing with constituents, the central box that hopefully we'll talk about, the cleanup of graffiti, all these issues that need to be dealt with, building a better city for families to work and invest. And that is what the most important issues are, and those things that I never stopped working on. And it just got lost in the whole shuffle.
But in the whole thing, though, I mean, you were not being truthful at certain times in this.
Sure, downplaying things, and
okay.
You know what? It's a lot of things were embarrassing, and I just tried to downplay as much as possible.
Okay, how many people are going to be not around the table? How many councillors will not be around the table in December compared to who they're now? How many people are we going to lose?
I honestly don't know. Maybe
Not hardly anyone's put in.
Maybe a couple council colleagues will file for mayor or run for mayor. Maybe Bill Maher will run for mayor. Maybe Drew Dilkins will run for mayor.
Okay, so let's talk about that. Drew Dilkins running for mayor, yes? You think he will? Yes or no? Quick, way to go.
Yes.
Bill Maher?
Yes.
Sandra Pupatello?
No.
Definitely? Ken Lewenza?
I don't know.
Keith Andrews?
I really don't know.
Peter Rastovic?
I don't know either.
Frederica Nazani?
I don't know. She's great.
Anybody
but I
else?
don't know.
Anybody else out there that I've not named that possibly could run?
John Fairley.
Well, guess what? We're out of time. All right, we will see you next time. And again, thank you for being here. Thank you for answering some of the questions. I know you want to talk about graffiti and Zalef and everything, but do that door to door. You are going to run, so we are hearing it now.
Yes.
You're going to be filing it in the next couple of weeks.
Absolutely.
All right, so he's running. Ward 10, move over. There's someone else running. We'll see you next time on Face to Face.